Hey YouTube family, it's Sarah. It's been a while since I posted a sort of bonus video, so I thought I would do that today. I've seen a bunch of people doing this 50 question tag video, and so I thought I would give it a try too. I'm going to try and go through it pretty quickly because it's 50 questions and I don't want it to be like a half an hour video. And I actually did write down some of my answers just so you weren't listening to me like thinking and humming and hawing. So yeah, here we go. What are you wearing? I'm just wearing a black long sleeve t-shirt and jeans. Have you ever been in love? Yes, I have. Ever had a terrible breakup? Of course, I think we all have. How tall are you? I'm 5'10" and a half. How much do you weigh? I weigh around 220 pounds. Any tattoos? Yes, I have 4. I have my son's name on my upper back. I have a sun, for lack of a better term, in the middle of my back in shades of blue. I have a yin-yang symbol with Japanese characters on my lower back. And then I also have the phrase "for good" on my forearm. I lost my place. Any piercings? Yes. So I have my nose pierced, my ears are pierced, and I used to have my tongue pierced and also a labret piercing, which is under the lip, and you can actually see there's still kind of a little indentation there, but I haven't had that for like, oh my gosh, like 10 years, 12 years, I think. So it's been a while. OTP. I know a lot of people didn't know what this was. The meaning of OTP that I know is one true pairing, which is like a fangirl, fanboy sort of thing. So I won't go through the whole explanation, but if you know what it is, I'm just going to say Sawyer and Jack from Lost and leave it at that. Favorite show. Favorite questions are really hard for me to answer because I don't know if I'm just super fickle or what it is, but my favorites change all the time. But some of the shows that I like watching, I really like the show Elementary. I'm a big fan of Johnny Lee Miller. I loved Eli Stone. That was a great show. And so I'll watch anything that he's in, but I really like Elementary. True Blood. Love that show too. I like music and cooking competition type shows. So I watch like American Idol, X Factor, The Sing Off, The Voice, all those shows. And cooking competitions like Chopped and MasterChef and all that sort of stuff. The Taste. I watch all that stuff. 2 of my favorite shows that aren't on anymore were Lost and Fringe. And I haven't found a good replacement for those shows. Like a show that really makes you think and you get really involved in the story and you're not sure what's going on. And so yeah, if anyone's got any suggestions, let me know. Favorite bands. This is a tough one. It's not that I don't like bands, but a lot of my music collection is solo artists. I don't know why that is, especially these days. But my favorite band of all time is probably U2. I've loved them forever. I'm also a Maroon 5 fan. Love Adam Levine. One Republic is a band I really like. And Imagine Dragons is one of my new favorites. Something you miss. Australia. I live there a couple of times actually, and my husband and I both really miss it. We would love to go back, so we'll see. Favorite song? Again, it's different every day probably, but some of my favorites right now are Counting Stars by One Republic, All of Me by John Legend, and Happy by Pharrell. How old are you? I'm 36. Zodiac sign, Sagittarius. Quality you look for in a partner. Sense of humor is the big one. That's what I look for in a partner, in a friend, you name it. I really like to laugh and have fun, and so sense of humor is really important to me in any kind of relationship. Favorite quote. That probably varies too, but right now the one that I think has the most bearing on my journey at the moment is "Remember why you started." So that's kind of, I guess you could say, my favorite at the moment. Favorite actor? Yeah. I talked about Johnny Lee Miller. I really love him as an actor. I would say Joe Manganiello from True Blood. I do think he's a good actor. He also has a beard, and it's very attractive. So, and Channing Tatum. I find Channing Tatum very attractive, but I also think that he's, I don't know that he's the world's greatest actor, but I just love his whole personality and the characters that he kind of embodies, that goofy, kind of boyish guy next door kind of thing. I like that. Favorite color. My favorite color is like any shade of blue-green, like aqua or turquoise or teal. Some of you guys probably figure that out just by the stuff I wear and that sort of thing, but those are my favorites. Loud music or soft really depends on what I'm doing or my mood. If I'm like just hanging out, chilling, or if I'm working, then I like to listen to soft music. If I'm working out or hanging out with friends, like a party atmosphere, or driving, then I like, loud, happy, fun music. Where do you go when you're sad? I usually go outside. I find that being outside really helps me think and clear my thoughts, and so I usually try and find a quiet spot outside if I'm feeling sad. How long does it take you to shower? I would say like 10 or 15 minutes, depends on exactly what I need to do, but not longer than 15 minutes. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? Really depends on what I'm doing that day. On a regular day where I'm working from home and all I have to do is like go out and drop off the kids, maybe like 5 minutes, because I don't care what I look like or how I smell. Just like whatever. But probably up to 20 minutes depending on exactly where I need to be. Ever been in a physical fight? No. I would say no. Maybe in like a altercation, but not in what I would consider to be a fight. Turn on. I'm going to assume this doesn't mean like in a exactly sexual way, because let's not get into that. So I would say turn on in general. Something that I really like in other people is like a dark and twisty sense of humor. I kind of have a dark sense of humor myself, and I'm a bit inappropriate. So that's the kind of people that I'm attracted to. Turn off, something I really dislike as a personality trait is hypocrisy. People who are hypocritical. Not my favorite. The reason you joined YouTube, it was really just to share my journey and to give back to the community as, I felt like the community had given to me when I was looking into surgery and getting ready for surgery. Fears. But like everyone else, I probably have a lot, but the biggest fears are really losing the people that I love. And I've been very lucky thus far, I think, in my life to not have suffered that many losses. And so, that's my biggest fear on an everyday basis is losing people that I love. So, last thing that made you cry. I'm honestly not sure because if you've watched my videos, you guys know I am on antidepressant, anti-anxiety medication. One of the things that it does, I don't know whether it does this to everyone, but to me, is it really mellows out all of my emotions, and so I don't really cry. And I'm normally a crier, but I don't cry, and so I don't even remember, honestly, the last time that I cried. Weird, but true. One of the things that I really dislike about that kind of medication. The last time you said you loved someone, that would have been this morning to my kids. So when they got up, I gave them each a kiss and told them I love them. Meaning behind your YouTube name. I don't know. It was kind of a long time ago. I don't know if I really remember. I just thought it sounded kind of cool. LessOfSarah. And, my little kind of tagline that I'd come up with was the less of me, more myself. So LessOfSarah, just kind of went with that. The last book you read, it was The Lost Symbol by Dan Brown. That was when I was on vacation. And I like, when I'm on vacation, I want to read a book that is, not like super serious. And so I really like Dan Brown because it's like a mystery and kind of cool. And it's a thinking book, but at the same time, it's kind of fluffy. And I actually really liked that book. So, yeah. Book you're currently reading. I'm not actually reading anything currently, but the book that I've sort of, had at hand lately because I've been trying carb cycling is Choose to Lose, the 7-Day Carb Cycle Solution by Chris Powell. The last show you watched. I don't think I watched TV at all yesterday because I was actually out a lot of the day. So it probably was Friday night, and I think it was Chopped. So, yeah, food show. Last person you talked to, other than my kids briefly before I came upstairs, it was Chris, Scooch Monster. The relationship between you and the person you last texted, it was my husband, Will. Favorite food? This is really hard because, I don't know, I guess if you've had weight loss surgery, you can probably relate. It's hard to have a favorite food anymore. There's nothing that super excites me. I would probably say, in general, now it's probably sushi. Well, not really sushi, but like sashimi, Japanese, let's say. But something that I'm kind of obsessed with eating right now is yogurt and not blueberries, yogurt and blackberries. I have it as often as I can. I don't know, in the yogurt and blackberries kind of mode. Place you want to visit? Greece. There's lots of places I want to visit, but Greece is probably at the top of my list. What I'd really love to do is a Mediterranean cruise, and go to like Greece and Turkey and Morocco, and that sort of thing. I've been to Italy before, so not that I would mind Italy, but that part of the Mediterranean I'm really interested in. Last place you were. I'm guessing that means last place you traveled. I was on a cruise that left from New York City and went to the Bahamas. So that was my last travel experience. Do you have a crush? Specifically, no. Generally, pretty much on every guy with a beard. Hashtag beard fetish. Just saying. The last time you kissed someone? Last night. That's all. Last time you were insulted? That's a hard one. I'm not really sure. I can't think of a specific time lately. I mean, I'm sure people have insulted me behind my back frequently. To my face, not that often. Apparently, and I guess maybe someone else could tell me why. Apparently, people find me intimidating. And so, even my friends have said, like, people don't want to get into it with me. So generally people won't say things to my face. So I don't know if that's good or bad, but somehow I've put fear into people. So awesome. Favorite flavor of sweets? Probably chocolate or caramel, or chocolate and caramel. Salted caramel especially. Yum. What instruments do you play? Pretty much none. I can vaguely play piano a little bit, and I really, really want to learn to play guitar, but that hasn't happened yet. Favorite piece of jewelry? Generally speaking, my favorite pieces of jewelry to wear are earrings, but my favorite piece of jewelry that I own is this horseshoe necklace, which I got in New York last year at Tiffany's. I was there with my friend Max. So yeah. Last sport I played, probably basketball. Last song I sang was last night at karaoke, and it was Radioactive by Imagine Dragons. Favorite chat up line? I'm guessing this must be a UK-based survey. So pickup line. That's probably the one that I heard when I was away last September. There was like a contest, and the winner was, I'm going to treat you like my baby toe. I'm going to bang you on every piece of furniture in the house. Love that one. Have you ever used it? No, I've never used it. Last time you hung out with anyone? That would be last night. I hung out with my friends at karaoke, like I do pretty much every Sunday. And the very last question, who should answer these questions next? Clearly, everyone should answer them next. So I tag all of you to answer these questions because it seems like fun. So I will see you guys very shortly for my second Q&A video. I'm actually going to film it after this, but I'm going to upload it for you guys tomorrow. So yeah, see you then. Bye.